Sup everyone, Snakey Snack is back with the second part of the Greece adventure. Last time we argued about whether gear really matters for photography. Spoiler alert, it doesn't. But today let's get back on track with some classic snaky tales and just enjoy travel photography, good vibes and the incredible nature of Greece. Sounds good? Let's go. So, day 2. Picture this, I wake up looking like some terrifying sea creature that crawled out of the deep. Think Loch Ness Monster vibes, or, let's be honest, something even scarier. And guess what? The weather decided to match my vibe. Super windy, moody and dramatic. But before setting out on an epic adventure, the Kokkari mini mountain, and hopefully not get bitten by a dragon guarding it, we decided to spend most of the day laying on the beach, listening to waves, and be like an absolute seals. Perfect. But eventually we had to get moving. Adventure time! Calling us warriors is a stretch. Who wears sneakers and Teva flip-flops for a hike? Us, apparently. Somewhere along the way, I finished the roll of Kodak Gold and switched to Fujifilm 200. Fuji doesn't even make this film anymore, they actually outsourced production to Kodak in the US. And the emulsion is a bit different, but really looked like a modern Kodak Gold 200. I shot this film before during my first ever successful sunrise in the US, and I loved the results. And also this time Fujifilm 200 didn't disappoint as well. Great dynamic range, barely visible grain, and super pleasing modern colors. Not nostalgic like the original Fujifilm C200, but a bit more balanced, more like a digital camera with a great preset built in. But hey, don't take my word for it, judge for yourself. Okay, so no dragon. But I did find his throne. I claimed it. Now I'm the dragon. Like a budget version of one. Anyway, with the throne conquered, we headed back down to the town before the sun set and snapped some golden hour shots along the way. Day 3 started off rough. We had to move to another town from the lonely ferry, which sounded simple enough, except our Airbnb's location was way off. Instead of being near the sea, it was up this crazy hill, and the only way to get there? A staircase straight out of nightmare. I'm talking 35 degrees Celsius heat and zero shade. That's like around 100 bald eagles. Sorry, my Fahrenheit friends. But hey, at the top we were rewarded with a stunning sea view and a chilled watermelon that our lovely host had kindly prepared for us. Worth it? Absolutely. From up here, people look no different from bugs. Small, drifting, insignificant. It's crazy how a change of perspective makes us realize we are just another part of this endless cycle. Later that evening, as the sun started to set, or should I say, as the light softened and shadows started to stretch, I loaded a roll of CineStill Double-X into my Olympus XA and we headed back down to the town center. Some Greek quirks for ya. Only fans? Nah, only buses. On a more serious note, this was the perfect time to finally try shooting ECN2 Hitchcock 250D film for the first time. This is essentially a respooled Kodak 5207 day-and-light motion picture film. You can remove the ramjet layer and process it with standard C41 chemicals at home, but I found a lab in Eindhoven in the Netherlands that does proper ECN2 processing, and I was so stoked to see the results, so I had to give it a shot. No pun intended. Interesting. When these people were alive, do you think they ever wondered how stunning their final resting place would be? Or does any of that really matter in the end? So about this Hitchcock 250D. When I inverted the negatives, I was stoked to see what I had anticipated from a motion picture film. It has amazing dynamic range, because this film designed for color grading in movies, so negatives intentionally low contrast to give you flexibility in color grading afterwards. The colors are neutral, but still have this subtle cinematic character, balanced but with a unique signature that kind of whispers, "This is film." The next day it was time to hop on a ferry to island Rhodes. One of my favorite things about Greece is ability to island hop like this. You can escape the crowds, explore less traveled spots, and just enjoy the journey itself. After several hours on the ferry, we finally made it to Rhodes, checked into our hotel and headed out to explore a nearby park while the sun was still up. The vibe here is much more laid back, I would say, and less polished compared to, say, Northern Europe or the more touristy parts of Greece. So if resort style vacations are your thing, this might not be for you. But for me, at this point in my life, it's just perfect. It's raw, relaxed, and exactly what I need. Perfect for aimless wandering and just soaking in the beauty of it all. Oh, spooky cave. I told Max, if I don't make it back, tell my camera it was my favorite child. Alright, that's it for this video. Next time we are wrapping up the Greece adventure, and if you love cats, you are in for a treat. Let's say there will be at least 50 of them. But for now, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, drop a comment, or say hi on Instagram, and all of that good stuff. See you next time. Bye for now.